Hey, this is Braden with Pickleball Effect. Today we're taking a look at a new paddle from Selkirk. This is their Vanguard 2.0 series. So I've already reviewed the original Vanguard, both the hybrid and the power. If you haven't seen that review, you can check it out here. The 2.0 is constructed very similar to the original Vanguard hybrid model. The only difference is some adjustments they made to the face. So they added some texture and they made it a little more durable. So we've all seen Vanguard hybrids that look like this. They chip really easily. So the 2.0 version is supposed to make it a little more durable and chip resistant. And then the face is definitely a little more textured, but I will be honest, when I pulled it out of the box and put my hand on it, I thought it was the same smooth face, but then when I compared it to the original Vanguard, I was like, yeah, there's definitely some more texture here. So the texture does not max out the USAPA guidelines, but there is more texture on this face. In my playtest, I'll be paying attention to two things. I want to know if the new face is going to add more spin, obviously, but I also want to see if it changes the playability of the paddle. So from my original review of the hybrid, I thought that they are extremely forgiving. I actually thought it was the most forgiving paddle on the market, and they have excellent control and feel with that kind of medium power range. So those are the things I'll be paying attention to in my playtest. Let's go put it on the court and see how it plays.
After drilling and playing with the paddle for over 2 weeks, here's my review of its performance. The first thing I wanted to see was if the paddle had more spin than the original Vanguards. And after playing with it for a while, I arbitrarily thought that I was getting more spin on drives and rolls at the net, but I wanted to perform a little test to see if I was right. So I got some two-tone balls from Gamma so I could see how much the ball was spinning when I filmed me driving the ball with an original Vanguard compared to the new 2.0. Side note, these Gamma balls are pretty cool and are surprisingly cheap. You can get them on Gamma's website. Then I brought the footage home and slowed it down and calculated the reps per minute using an RPM calculator. The data showed that the 2.0s were generating more spin, so I'm glad that I wasn't just making it up. Ultimately, the spin potential of the original Vanguards is on the low end, and the 2.0 has a medium spin potential level. You definitely get more spin with the 2.0, but you're not like, this is game changing. The second question I wanted to answer was whether or not the new face changed how the paddle felt and played. I'm happy to report that I don't think that it did. The paddle felt just like the original Vanguard series, just with a little extra spin potential. I categorize the Vanguard hybrids as control paddles, and they're one of the best paddles in the control category for 3 reasons. 1, they have a unique, crisp, soft feel to them that gives you excellent control of the ball. 2, they have a dependable and consistent bounce across the face. And 3, they are the most forgiving paddles on the market. I've reviewed over 50 paddles now, and I'm confident in that claim. These 3 things improve your soft game from all over the court. The downside of the Vanguards in the past has been its spin potential and power. They addressed the lower spin potential with this new face, but the 2.0s still fall in that medium power range, which is to be expected for a control-focused paddle, right? So it doesn't generate much power for you, but you can still hit it hard when you have time to put a big swing on it. The extra spin did increase my ability to attack. I felt more confident when attacking at the net, and my drives were all a little tighter and dove a little faster. I didn't have that same confidence with the original series. The paddles are 16 millimeters thick, but they seem thicker and bigger in your hands for some reason and feel a little slower in your hands as a result. If you get the lighter version, it does feel faster in your hands, but then you lose some swing weight and you lose a little power as well, so it's a trade-off there. So here's my recommendation. If you already have a Selkirk Vanguard and are wondering if you should fork out the bucks for the new version, here's my opinion. The extra spin is nice, but I wouldn't go buy it if your original Vanguard still has life. If your original Vanguard is in need of replacement, then yes, get the 2.0. I think it's better than the original series. I would recommend these paddles in general to anyone looking for a top-tier control paddle, especially if you're looking for your first performance level paddle and need some help with your soft game and consistency. If you've dialed in your soft game and need a paddle with more attacking ability, then this may not be the paddle for you. Although the increased spin is nice when attacking, it still has that medium power rating that sometimes doesn't get the job done when you need it to. So that's my review. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped.